show for you today. So our divers are very early. Hello, divers. So we're going to go through some of our divers' equipment here, and then we are going to feed our stingrays and do a general feed as well. So we'll be feeding the rest of the tank. So we have Sophie over here. Are you okay today, Sophie? Yeah. And we have Carl. Are we all right, Carl? Don't give me a thumbs up, Carl. Give me an okay. Okay, you're okay. So you never give a diver a thumbs up because this means to go up to the surface. So Carl is just having a little bit of a joke there with me. So we always do this instead just to see if our divers are okay. So first let's see some of your equipment, guys. So let's take a look at your weight belts. Yeah, thank you. No, but I want to look at your weight belts. No? Show me your weight belts. Show me your weight belts. No, they're not playing. They're not playing today. Right, thank you. There we go. So Sophie's showing you a weight belt. I don't know what Carl's doing there. You think you wouldn't think they do this every day, would you? So they have weight belts. These keep them under the water. These are lightweight. As a human, we do naturally float up to the surface. So obviously, our divers need to stay under the water to feed all our animals and do all their jobs and stuff. And just basically to see all the animals as well. If you are diving in the wild, you don't want to be going up to the surface all the time, do you? So that's why they have the lightweight. If we get our divers to turn around, there we go. Turn around for me, Sophie. Turn around. No, you guys, face that way. There we go. Yeah, now stay. No, turn that way and stay. Do what I'm doing. You do what I'm doing. This way. Turn around. Right, okay. Just put on a little show for you. Right, now, not just your head. I want to see your back. I need to see your back, Carl. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, so on their back, they've got two cylinders. They've got the large one there, which is the one they're breathing from right now. So this is compressed air. So it's exactly what we're breathing in this room, but it is squished down and popped into their big tank there, and it gives them about 2.5 hours breathing time in there, so it's quite a long time. And then the other tank is their pony tank, and this is just in case of any emergencies. So they'll only use this if they do happen to run out of air. Now to know how much air they have, this is where they use their gauge for. I'm not asking for a clap, Carl, I'm asking to see your gauge. No? Not today? Just let me see your gauge. Your gauge? Gauge? Gauge. Gauge. Okay, there we go. So we're showing you their gauge now. So this tells them exactly how much air they have in their tank. So this is a pretty important piece of equipment. So this tells them exactly how much they have. So if this gets into a little red zone, if the needle gets to a little red zone, they're in a bit of trouble, they need to get out. But our divers are usually pretty sensible. You wouldn't think so after watching Carl. But our divers are pretty sensible. They won't let it get to that point. They will get up after an hour and a half or so, fill up their tank and then go back under the water. But let's say, for example, that one of our divers did run out of air. So Sophie, do you want to run out of air for me today? She's run out of air. This is where we always dive in pairs. Now you can see she's run out of air. This is where Carl comes in with the octopus line from the other tank there. It gives it to Sophie, they link arms and go up to the surface. Now this is very important why we do dive in pairs, in twos, not just in our tank, but in the wild as well. Now in our tank we're only about 3.5 meters down, so you can get, oh dear, you can get up to the surface in under 5 seconds, so it is pretty quick. However, in the wild you can be a lot deeper under the water. So if you're running out of air and you're on your own, you're going to be in a bit of trouble. So that's why we always dive with a buddy. So, do you want to do a feed for me? No? Not today. Come on, all these guys want to see their own feed, don't you guys? Yeah. Yeah, they do. Yeah, all right then. She'll do it just for you guys. Okay, so Sophie's going to be our feeding diver for this show, and Carl is our safety. So just another reason we dive in pairs. He's going to tap these bolts for you now. You should be able to hear them quite well. Just a bit louder. A bit louder. Tap them a bit louder. There we go. So you can see this doesn't distract the fish or anything like that. It is purely for our divers. Obviously, in our tank we have sharks. We do have over 10 species of sharks here at the aquarium, with the biggest being our sand tigers. Now, the biggest shark we actually have in here is Storm. She's our biggest girl, and she weighs around 45 stone. She's about 3.5 meters long as well. And that's actually her going through there. Right on cue, well done Storm. It's like she heard her name. So that's Storm, our biggest. And obviously we have quite a lot which are around that size. We have 6 of them. So with Sophie today was feeding our fish, or our general, or our stingrays. And one of these guys was getting a little bit too close to Sophie, because they don't move out of the way for anyone, not even our divers. Then this is where Carl would come in, who's just standing behind here. Can you see Carl just there, guys? Should be there. And he'll tap these bolts, and this will warn Sophie to move out of the way. So that's why we have 2 divers as well. Now, in the aquarium this week, it is Shark Week here at the aquarium. So we are telling you guys a lot about our sharks, and we also have a petition going on at the aquarium as well to stop the overhunting of sharks. Now, last year alone, 100 million sharks got killed in the water for no reason. At the moment, shark fishing is uncontrollable. So if you sign our petition for Shark Trust, this stops this for just no reason. Killing sharks uncontrollably. So that's just next door in the rock pool if you would like to sign our petition. And we can give you a little bit of a little sticker as well to say you've signed up for them. So here's Sophie now. She's feeding our southern stingrays. So we have 5 stingrays in the tank. Hello. We have 5 stingrays, and this is their second feed of the day. Now this is Greedy coming into the window. There we go. So Greedy is always the first to arrive and the last to leave. Hence the name Greedy. Come on, come up a little bit so we can see you eat. There we go. So, they are very, very messy eaters, rays. So what they don't have teeth. What they have instead is a set of grinding plates in their mouth. So what they're doing is, when they put their food in their mouth, they'll then spit it back out, and then eat it again, and then they'll carry on doing this until the food has rubbed against their grinders. So it's all small enough and squished enough so they can eat it whole. So that's how they eat. So they are quite messy eaters. There's Greedy again coming in for some more food. Now, like I said, we've got 5 of them. We've got 3 girls and 2 boys. And the way you'll know the difference is the 2 boys look like baby rays. They are. They are fully grown males, and they're not getting any bigger. Whereas our girls are a lot bigger than that, and they're still growing. So that was Greedy there. She's one of our big girls, but she's still actually growing. And the boys are about this big. That's it. Hopefully they'll come into the window so you can see the size difference, and they're not getting any bigger. So 3 girls, we've got Greedy, we've got Big Bertha, who's the biggest one we have in there, and we've got Notchnose as well, who's our youngest girl. But again, even with her being our youngest, she is actually bigger than the males. And then our 2 boys, we have Charles and Winston. So we have Ray Charles and Ray Winston. It's a diner joke. So there are rays. Now this lovely shark here is our zebra shark, Dottie. Now a zebra shark is born with stripes, obviously as a zebra has.